So this Memorial Day weekend is no different from any other Memorial Day weekend. A bunch of people got shot, and it's just that plain and simple. So if you don't know already, in Atlanta, seriously, a bunch of people got shot. Not only in Atlanta, but in Baltimore, D.C. Anyway, so in Atlanta, they were having a celebration. The kids were, high school kids. They were having a celebration. From what I know, this is what the news, told us. Atlanta news, that is. Atlanta local news, that is. They said that, the kids were having a celebration, far as, graduating from high school at another area, in another area, right? And from that area, they drove over to the high school where the incident occurred. So this high school is called, I think, Benjamin Mays High School, located in Atlanta. So this occurred about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, which of course was at night. You know what I'm saying? They drove over to the high school for some odd reason, and they congregated there. There were quite a few students that were there, and gunshots let off, for some odd reason. And at the end of the day, a 16-year-old female was shot and killed. This is where we at. With a 16-year-old kid. And I'm pretty sure she didn't graduate, but she was there, to be there for the festivals, the other kids that graduated, that to support them. Might have been their cousin that graduated. It might have been her cousin that graduated, her brother, or just a friend. Whatever reason, she was there and she got shot and killed. And that is just crazy to me. Where, I'm going to say it again, she probably was there to support someone else that graduated. And she was shot and killed. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is real talk. This goes out to the youth. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, my channel is dedicated to the youth. Let me just make that known. The second thing is, nobody's coming to save you. I'm here to tell you that. We've given up on our children. And then, to add insult to injury, not only have we given up on them, but when they do things like this, we want to blame children that are children for doing, these hideous crimes or murders or causing murders and killings. Well, if they were not raised properly, what do you expect? Sometimes we as parents need to get G-checked. And the reason why I can say that I'm a pretty decent parent is because I allow my children, respectfully now, as well as the mother of their children, of my children, respectfully now, to G-check me. That's real talk. A lot of us as parents are not really parenting our kids. Because if we were, they wouldn't be doing this. I can tell you that. I can guarantee you that. You want to know why? Because I have kids of my own. And I don't know exactly when this incident occurred. Well, let's just say it occurred Saturday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can tell you where my children were at. Can you do the same? Back in the days, Wu-Tang Clan made it famous. You know what I'm saying? But these local news, well, at least in New York, and I say in North Carolina, these are the two states that I lived in when I was younger. But in these two states, you know what I'm saying? Well, I say the cities that I lived in, Durham, and then in New York, I lived in Queens as well as Brooklyn. The local news, they'll always ask you that. You know what I'm saying? Like 7, 10 o'clock local news. You know what I'm saying? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at? And then, Wu-Tang came out with it and was like, yo, it's 10 o'clock, ho, where the fuck your seeds at? Most of y'all don't even know where your children are at. Which is ridiculous. That's why I know that this right here, this incident that happened, is due to bad parenting. Straight up. See, when your kids indulge in activities that's criminal, this is what happens. They either end up dead, in jail, or strung out on drugs. In this particular case, it's none of those. It just so happened, last but not least, the fourth one, just so happened that female was at the right place at the wrong time. Which don't make sense. Really, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. You should only be at school when the school is open. School hours. Not 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, man, that's another family that mourns. Another child that's going. And on the news, this lady said the same. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Seriously, this is my word. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. Let's just put it out there. These killings are not going to stop. Right? I do want to say this. Being that these killings are not going to stop, I want y'all to do one thing. For real. All black people do this. You got a cell phone, right? You can record your voice. All right. Push record and put your phone up to your mouth and say this. When is the violence going to stop? Stop. Push record again and say this. Why can't we just all get along? Stop. Push record again and say this. We got to do better, y'all. Stop. So in the near future, if someone in your family just so happened to pass away based on black crime, and they interview you, local news that is, they interview. You don't have to repeat the same shit that everybody says all the time. All you have to do is just pull out your cell phone, push play, and let that person talk. And yes, I'm being sarcastic, because I'm so tired of hearing the same shit that black people say. We got to do better, y'all. Really? Really? Actions speak louder than words. If y'all can't read in between the lines of what I'm trying to say. Because this is all we do is this. I'd rather people show and prove than to do all of this. It's real talk. And I know what y'all going to say. Well, you're doing all of this when you're talking about the situation. Nah, not really. What I'm doing is trying to relate to those that feel as though that they are going crazy. You're not. You're not going crazy. Everyone else is, except for people such as me and you and yourself. So this is what my videos are for. Just to let you all know that, nah, you're not going crazy. Everybody else is. And to just calm down and stay out of those crazy, or should I say, dysfunctional people's way. Real talk. Matter of fact, and if they do get in your way, hey, we have the Second Amendment to back us up. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I blame this wholeheartedly on the parents. Do I think the parents should go to jail? It's a hard pill to swallow, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really know on that one, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I really don't know, because we don't know. We don't know if the 16-year-old girl, because we all were teenagers at one point in time, we don't know if the 16-year-old girl lied to her parents. To you know what I'm saying? Or she snuck out in the middle of the night. Now, if she snuck out in the middle of the night and stuff like that, you can't blame the parent for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometime, you know what I mean? But, you know, in the course of the day or night, you gotta go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, if it weren't that, and the parent just didn't give a fuck what the child did, and the child went out there and got killed or shot someone, yes, the parents need to go to jail as well. Because this just don't make no sense. It doesn't. And you know what? We're going to be fair across the board. Not only were there black people getting shot and killed, you know, on Memorial Day weekend, you know, a few white people did too. You know, you had a few bikers. I forgot what state it was. They got into an altercation, and I think 3 or 4 bikers got shot and killed. So, yeah, everybody is crazy. Everybody is Lulu. Real talk. When it comes to going crazy, there's no poster boy or poster child of a race, you know what I'm saying, for people going crazy. No. Everybody's going crazy. And the reason why I make these videos is to let you all know, to let you all know what's going on. Especially if you living in these cities like Atlanta and Charlotte. And to stay out of people's way. And if they get in your way, then guess what you have to do? You got to move them out of your way. And you know what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? So, stay dangerous. For the people that's out there that's raising their children right way, good job. Keep on doing the good work. And for those that are not, I hope they make a new law for you. Because if your child gets into trouble, not only should your child go to jail, if it's an offense that would, you know, that permits them to go to jail, you should go too. That plain and simple.